It is officially Madden season, and in honor of that, I want to give back to the community. So we're doing a little giveaway. 3 $25 gift cards to 3 lucky winners, and all you have to do is be subscribed to me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and then DM me proof of you doing those things over on Twitter. It really is that easy. Links for all my socials are always down in the description. It doesn't matter if you're Xbox or PlayStation or even PC. Anyone can enter, anyone can join, and the giveaway will end on 8/27, a week after the official launch of Madden 22. What's going on, guys? Today we have our first running back tier list of the Madden 22 season. Before we hop into it though, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 30,000 subscribers, so the subscribe button for notifications. We post daily Madden 22 content, and the shout out today goes to my man Jack Lambert. Shout out to Jack Lambert for commenting the emoji. Okay, so here is the running back tier list. As you guys can see, some of the running backs are already ranked. We have Nick Chubb at A tier, we got Aaron Jones and Joe Mixon at B tier. C tier, we got Leonard Fournette, Melvin Gordon, Kareem Hunt. At D tier, we got James Robinson, David Montgomery, and Chris Carson. And I'm only gonna be going over the elite guys today. Yes, there are a lot of golds. A few budget guys, if you are looking for a budget halfback, is Matt Breida. Has really good speed, kind of like a slightly downgraded version of the Raheem card that we're gonna be going over in a little bit, but the Matt Breida card does exist. And also Kiki Nwagui or something like that, some name like that. He's a Vikings rookie card. I think he's going for around 2K. That is what MudGG said, but he might be going for a little bit more. If my ringer is just going off right now, but yeah, that card has pretty good speed for his price. If you're really budget, don't want to spend any coins at all, that's a good option for you. But yeah, Nick Chubb, solid power back. We all know how Nick Chubb plays, just that bruising bowling ball mentality. You know, north-south runner, high break tackle, high truck. Aaron Jones and Joe Mixon, basically the same running back here. And then you have Fournette, Melvin Gordon, Kareem Hunt. They have pretty decent speed. Then you have the guys down here at D tier who have like low 80s in speed. So yeah, mainly like D tier here is like 81, 82 speed. Then right here it's like 82, 83. Then here's like 84. And then up here we have the, you know, Nick Chubb and the guys that are kind of more well-rounded than the rest of the guys on today's list that are lower. But yeah, let's hop into it. The first running back we're looking at today is going to be Alvin Kamara. Okay, so here is Alvin Kamara. Alvin's got 83 speed with 86 acceleration, 85 agility, and I actually have used Alvin. I have used him. I know that when I saw Alvin for the first time, whenever they revealed him like a week ago, I was thinking, yeah, they did him dirty. They really did, as far as speed goes. But he's a receiving back, and usually EA tends to cheat receiving backs for whatever reason. But yeah, Alvin Kamara, when he's powered up, he can get a backfield, what's it called? I'll show you guys in a second. RB Apprentice, sorry. He gets RB Apprentice, which is pretty nice, as well as backfield mismatch, which is also pretty nice. But if you like, you know, dialing up those flat routes or those Texas routes, having an ability like that is a big W. And only Alvin and CMC are able to get that ability right now. They're the only high overall receiving backs in the game, so that's a big W. If you want that but can't afford CMC, then I guess, you know, Alvin's the option for you. So let's throw Alvin at B tier. I think he's definitely a high B tier card. He's solid. If he was an elusive back, he probably would still be there as well, if I'm being honest with you. Maybe a little bit, maybe below like Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, but because, yeah, 83 speed, acceleration decent, but yeah, being a receiving back does kind of save him a little bit, but we're going to throw Alvin at B tier for now. So next man up, we have another running back that I've used, and that is the 85 Dalvin Cook. Card is pretty solid. Reminds me a lot of how Saquon plays, but I just still do prefer Saquon just by a little bit. But 85 speed with 86 acceleration, 86 agility on him, 86 COD. Yeah, but the COD is the main thing that you want on a Dalvin Cook card. His carrying isn't the highest, like a Nick Chubb has like 86, I think, but not the highest carrying. But yeah, I mean, 85 speed, 86 acceleration with high CODs, making those crazy cuts. And this card really did feel good on the stick, especially on next gen, where it tends to be a little bit more clunky. So I'm sure you could probably get away with using him on current gen as well. So where are we gonna throw Dalvin? Let's throw Dalvin at, I think he's A tier. Let's throw Dalvin. Sorry, Dalvin and Alvin back to back. But let's throw Dalvin right behind Nick Chubb at A tier. He's definitely not better than Nick. I feel like having the power back of Nick Chubb and like decent speed and good carrying, I still kind of like that, because I know there are some people that do prefer that play style. So I'm gonna throw Dalvin Cook right behind Nick Chubb. So next man up takes us over to Mudhead, because unfortunately MudGG does not have like the whole upgrade system right now. But Shaun Alexander, he's a team captain card. I think you got to be level 5 in order to get him. So I'm not really a big fan of a lot of the team captains, but this card looks pretty solid. 86 speed, 88 acceleration. He's a power back, so he's gonna have the high truck. He's probably most comparable to like a Nick Chubb. That's the best way I can compare Shaun Alexander to someone, just kind of like a Nick Chubb, early game Nick Chubb, you know, good carrying, you know, fall forward, gonna fight and stuff like that. Good weight at 225, but I don't think Shaun has enough to be A tier. And by the way, on the card art on the tier list, it does say 85. I was looking at the 89 stats. I'm not sure how you get to the 89, but I think I saw someone using it the other day. But let's throw Shaun Alexander right in front of Nick Chubb. Very similar backs, like I said. I guess you could probably interchange them, but I think Shaun Alexander is definitely A tier just because he has some very high ball carrier stats and also good speed, good acceleration, and stuff like that. Okay, so now we have the 81 overall Raheem, and we all know the story with Raheem. The man is very, very fast. 88 speed with 87 acceleration on his 81. I can only imagine what his next upgrades are going to look like. He's probably going to be the fast. Like, I guarantee you there's a time that, I mean, actually right now would be that time, right? Yeah, right now he's actually the fastest back in mud. I think, right? I think he is. I was about to say at some point he will be, but yeah, also you can power him up too. And when he's powered up, 89 speed on a running back, I mean, Raheem is kind of like a north-south guy, I guess, a little bit, because he has, I mean, when he's powered up, you know, 82, but 81 COD, it's not like a Dalvin Cook or a guy like that. So it might be a little bit hard to control his speed because he's not changing direction that fast, you know what I mean? But I mean, a 76 carrying, actually pretty good for a lower overall Raheem card. I'm a big fan of this card, I really am, but doesn't really have enough to be S tier in my opinion, even though he is the fastest back in the game. Literally, I don't think he has enough. I mean, you could probably debate him being low S tier, but and the way the game's playing, yes, speed's important, but also, you know, having the COD and making those cuts and breaking those tackles is also very important in my opinion. And also ball security as well. So I'm going to throw Raheem at the top of A tier. Definitely, you know, a top tier A tier player, and yeah, definitely debatable for low S tier as well. So next up, we got the 87 overall Christian McCaffrey. I actually haven't used this card yet, but I have seen a ton of gameplay on him. And yeah, he plays very well. I mean, very consistent, has really good stats, high carrying, so good ball security. You know, the juke move at 85, 87 spin with an 86 COD. And yeah, powered up. I mean, having 86 speed with 87 acceleration on a CMC card, day one is pretty glitchy, as well as, you know, having good catching and good route running. Being that receiving back as well, also getting, you know, RB apprentice and backfield mismatch. So definitely a big benefit, and there's a lot of value in a high overall receiving back this early in the year. So for that reason, CMC, even though he doesn't have that, you know, Raheem speed, I do think he's definitely S tier without question. Definitely the cream of the crop amongst the running backs right now. This card's definitely solid. So next up, we have the 80 overall Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to try not to spend too much time on this guy, but yeah, 85 speed, 84 acceleration with 74 COD. Those are kind of the stats that stick out to me. He's an elusive back, and it's not like his juke, what's his juke? 76, which is all right, but the reason why I'm going to put him at B tier is just because of that speed at 85, powered up to 86 is pretty solid. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, that COD is very low, kind of like a north and south guy. But yeah, we'll throw him right behind Joe Mixon and Aaron Jones on B tier. He's a solid middle of the line back though, for sure. Definitely middle of the line. That speed does kind of save him a little bit. So next up, we have our first team builder on today's list, and that is DeAndre Swift. When I saw we were going to be getting a DeAndre Swift card, I was thinking back to his all-rookie card from Madden 21 that I actually really enjoyed using. But yeah, 84 speed with 85 acceleration, pretty solid. He's an elusive back. The break tackle, it's all right. I mean, this guy kind of reminds me of like a slightly downgraded Saquon Barkley, if I had to kind of compare him to someone as far as his build and stuff like that. I kind of like that comparison. And also kind of how he plays as well. I have heard good things about this card, though. I have heard good things. He's not as bad, maybe, as I feel like he is, maybe. But let's go ahead and let's throw DeAndre Swift at B tier. Another middle of the line back. I do think he's better than Aaron Jones and Joe Mixon, but still B tier for DeAndre Swift. So now we have Ezekiel Elliott. His card was done really dirty this year. They did Zeke super dirty, man. 72 carrying on Zeke, because we all know last year Zeke had the crazy fumbling problems. And also his speed is just not good at all. Like, usually I like Zeke cards and how they play, but this card I can't even like defend if you use him, really. Like, he's just not that good. 72 carrying on a Zeke who's gonna get hit because he's not super fast, you know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna throw Zeke. Yeah, we'll throw him at C tier, I guess. I mean, you might be able to debate some of these guys over Zeke, believe it or not, but just EA did Zeke so dirty, man. They really did. So next man up is the 84 overall Saquon Barkley. I have this card on my team, and I dropped the gameplay on this card last night. If you want to see that video, card in the top right corner of your screen, But yeah, Saquon, definitely solid. Plays well above his stats, even though that break tackle isn't the highest, or that spin, or that juke. The card gets really good animations. Card plays super glitchy. But isn't it enough to put him at S tier? In my opinion, no. I'm going to throw Saquon at A tier right behind Raheem. Saquon, we do know for a fact, is getting a Superstar MVP card on the 27th. I'm going to go over that card at the end of the video. If you want to see that, make sure you stick around. But yeah, for now, we're going to put Saquon Barkley at A tier. So next man up, we have Antonio Gibson. I went over this card in the Team Builder tier list video, obviously, but somehow Antonio Gibson is not a receiving back. If he was a receiving back, he might be probably high A tier. Like, that's how much better this card would be as a receiving back, but it is what it is. 86 speed with 86 acceleration, definitely solid. 82 COD is pretty good too, as well as the short route running at a 75 and a 72 catching for Antonio Gibson. But yeah, I really wish that Gibson was a receiving back. He's actually on my team right now. He plays that like backup third down back role for me. But let's throw Antonio Gibson. Let's throw him right in front of Dalvin Cook at A tier. I think he's low A tier, but like I said, if he was a receiving back, he might be up in here. Maybe even, maybe, I don't know. But for now, yeah, in front of Dalvin at A tier. So next man up is the power back, 83 overall Josh Jacobs. And for being a higher overall in the core, as far as core elites go, he's not like an 80 or an 81 or anything like that. Being an 83 overall and being a power back, his power back stats actually aren't that good. But the COD is actually pretty good for a power back. I will say that. I'm actually very surprised by that. But 82 speed, 84 acceleration. Yeah, I'm going to throw Josh Jacobs down here at D tier, right in front of James Robinson. But yeah, kind of a weird. I'm not really a big fan of Josh Jacobs' cards for whatever reason. So we're going to throw him down at D tier. So next up, we got the highest overall running back on today's tier list, and that is the 88 overall Derrick Henry. We all know how dominant Derrick Henry is in MUT, especially to start the year. Last year to start the year, I was on Madden 21 current gen. He was dominant. I used him for a while, and then whenever next gen came out, everyone had Derrick Henry on next gen. He was dominant there. Is he as good as he was on Madden 21 next gen right now? In my opinion, no, but he's definitely still really, really good. I mean, definitely still an S tier running back without question. The height, the weight, the strength, the break tackle, the truck, everything about him is just crazy. Besides maybe the COD and acceleration, but honestly, him having low acceleration, actually, I kind of like it because it kind of helps you, navigate and steer him through those holes. You know what I mean? Because he's such a big body. But for now, and probably he'll stay there, obviously. But let's throw Derrick Henry at the top of S tier. One of my favorite backs in the game right now, and they also fixed his hairstyle too, so he looks super realistic. The dude's a problem. He's an absolute monster, man. Trust. So next up, we have the team builder Devin Singletary, and if I'm being honest, this card is kind of starting to grow on me a little bit because he has 84 speed, which is not anything too crazy, but high COD, like really high COD at 87. I'm talking like Christian McCaffrey-esque COD, Dalvin Cook-esque COD. You know what I mean? Like that's how good his COD is. 85 June with an 86 agility. I mean, this card is a monster, can excel. If you like elusive backs, and he's going for around 50K right now, which is still, I guess, pretty pricey, but honestly, not a terrible option for team builder. He really isn't that bad. He really isn't. He's really starting to grow me a little bit, but let's throw Devin Singletary at B tier in front of Alvin. Definitely a solid card, man. Definitely one that, like I said, he's starting to grow me a little bit because of that high COD, high juke move, high acceleration. I'm starting to like him, man. And finally, last but not least, we have the 86 overall rookie premier Najee Harris. And I'm telling you right now, while I'm recording this, he's not yet in the game. But from playing this game a lot over the last 2 days, I can tell how certain stats are going to play and also how this Najee Harris card is going to play. I'm telling you right now, I think Najee's going to be the best running back in the game. Whenever he comes out, I think he's got crazy good speed, crazy good acceleration. He has the COD as well at 85. Good truck, good stiff arm, good spin, a good juke as well, good carrying, can catch passes too, and all of that in a 6'2", 230-pound body. And he's a power back. Yes, sir. Sign me up. I'm putting Najee Harris right to the top of S tier. Whenever RPs do come out, I'm telling you, Najee Harris is going to dominate backfields. He's kind of like a hybrid McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, but they kind of, turn the notch more towards Derrick Henry because of his size and his power back archetype, you know what I mean? But he also can catch passes and, make dudes miss with a good COD and good acceleration and stuff like that. So Najee Harris going to the top of S tier without question. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for the first Madden 22 running back tier list of the year. Our top 5 at launch is Najee at 1, Derrick Henry at 2, CMC at 3, we got Raheem at 4, and Saquon Barkley at 5. But like I said earlier, I do want to go over that Superstar MVP Saquon real quick and how crazy this card actually is. So here is that Saquon Barkley. I put him on my community tab whenever, EA showed the card off. But he has an 87 break tackle. 87 break tackle. So you're telling me right now, from Saquon Barkley's 84 overall card, they add 7 break tackle, and also, knowing how well Saquon already plays in this year's game, without question, this card is going to be an S tier, probably the best running back in the game whenever he does drop, and also 88 speed, 88 acceleration, powered up to 89. That Saquon Barkley card, whenever he does drop on the 27th, is going to be an absolute problem. I'm telling you guys right now. But yeah, if you are still watching, let's comment. What emoji should we comment today? Let's comment the shrimp emoji. Is there a shrimp emoji? Yeah, let's comment the shrimp emoji for a chance to be shouted out in the next video. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications. Like I said earlier, on the road to 30K. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.